What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mark Howard, and you know what we do here. We talk Cowboys here. All right. Thanks for tuning in. I want to let everybody know as we're starting this and been getting it going. We appreciate the viewership. Please subscribe to the page. Please subscribe. And also, please like the video. All right. Like the video. You can talk a little stuff, talk a little trash. I know you want to. I know you do because all y'all really still love the Cowboys, whether you hating on them or not. Anyway, so here we are. Here we are. We're down to final cut day in the NFL. Final cut day. NFL has done so great with their marketing. Everything's an event with the NFL. I mean, everything is an event. Culminated to the Super Bowl, which is a large event, family event. Everybody in their household, parties, whatever. The draft, uh, preseason camps. That's a big event. And then the end of the end of camp where you start to make your final cuts and go into game season preparation. First game one, week one preparation. It's an event. Then game one. It's an event. But that's marketing. That's a smart thing there. So for our Cowboys, the roster should be due out shortly. But what we do know right now is there are people who have been released. And it's been recorded here. So we know, obviously, we talk about Lyle Collins, a veteran lineman that was brought in mid-camp, especially right after the injury to Tyler Guyton. And he's been with us before. He started with the Cowboys, moved on with Cincinnati. And, time and attrition has shown he came in to help. He was teaching technique to some of the young linemen, picked up a check or two, and he was given his release early. He was let know he was going to be released Saturday. Cuts have been start to be made. After that week, I'm sure decisions players have been let know. Right now, as far as we know, has been reported has been cut or released here. Obviously, Lyle Collins, Christian Matthews, no surprise there. Nick Broker, no surprise. Josh Kelly, a receiver. John Stevens. Now, John Stevens Jr., tight end, has been on and off with the team. And it's kind of sad because he showed a lot of promise. He popped a couple of years ago on the screen. You saw his size, athleticism. I was really excited to see, hey, this guy might be the kind of receiver the kind of tight end we could use. But he had ACL tear twice on the same knee, and trying to come back from it, trying to build it. The Cowboys have worked to really give him those chance and opportunities, but they picked up other tight ends, and Ferguson has emerged as a top flight tight end. And just as far as the rest, Brevin Span Ford has also looked good. Just no room for him. Wish him the best. Tyler Neville, another tight end that was waived as well. Also, as far as Rivaldo Fairweather, I like Rivaldo Fairweather, good pass catching type. I think he'll be retained on the training on the practice squad. Can't talk sometimes. And also Princeton Fant, brother of Noah Fant. He was waived. I don't know if they'll do two tight ends on the practice squad, but it's possible. I think they do like both Fairweather and Fant for different reasons. Fairweather for his pass catching, Fant for his blocking. You saw that block he did leading Milton down the field. So we'll see. But those are the tight ends that were released. Neville, I don't think will be kept. Cornerback Troy Pride, I think the numbers game got to him. He could be retained on the practice squad. Denzel Daxon, a defensive tackle, I think is definitely a prime candidate for a practice squad. Another prime candidate, a receiver, Trayshawn Holden. Trayshawn Holden is my prediction to make the team. Now, that's it. If he doesn't make this 53 in the beginning of the season, I believe somewhere down the line he'll make it and play this year. And that's going to mean injuries. They happen. I'm not wishing it. If he stays on the practice squad because we're healthy and the receiving core is producing, fine. But I do think he has talent. Tolbert's on his last year. Moves are going to be made. Jalen Brooks was released as well. He was waived. as a wide receiver. So that came down that between him and Flanoy. I know Cropper also was released as well. So with Mingo, he's on the new roster. They put injured reserve the way they do this, and they can reserve 2 players to be on the injured reserve and be able to bring them back. They don't have to sit and wait too long or a season. So Jonathan Mingo is that, and he'll be able to come back in 4 weeks at the soonest. And Peyton Turner, defensive end as well. Peyton Turner, a lot of people thought he probably would make the roster. I think he was definitely, I think he definitely has a legitimate injury as well as Mingo, and they had to put him there. Others, O-lineman Sadiq Charles, cornerbacks, DBs there, Mike Smith was way, no surprise there. Elijah Clark, numbers situation, he could possibly be a practice squad guy. Israel Mukuamu was waived and released. I think he could possibly be brought back for practice squad, but somebody may pick him up. He may not clear waivers. There was some talk about that, but I think with the emergence of Childress, and so for that slot corner, I think they've shown that they can play it and also be a little bit of a safety, a little bit here and there, along with the fact that you got Bell, you got Donovan, you got Wanye, and people thought Wanye didn't really have a great camp, and some people may have outshined him. So you never know on that. But like Mukuamu, but you can only take for so many people here. It's real competition. Also, Deuce Vaughn, no surprise there. Now, my question, will he be retained on the practice squad or will somebody else pick him up? A good friend of mine who's a Cowboys fan feels like he's probably going to go somewhere else and do very, very well. I think he may do well and someone will have a role for him. We just haven't had a role for him. I don't think we're bad at talent evaluation. So if we don't have a role for a player, usually there's probably no role. Okay, so those so far are people we know that have been released. Now, a big deal is a trade. Awesome Richards, offensive lineman, who thought maybe would make the team, was fighting for maybe a backup tackle spot, but he was traded to New Orleans Saints, working with Kellen Moore knows him, and they need to replace a lineman there, so they brought him in. They also added a 7th-round pick for 2028, and they received back for those 2, Richards and the draft pick. They received the number 6. I'm sorry, 6th round, number 6. Woo! 6th round draft pick for 2028. That's going to be down the line there. Okay, down the line. So good luck for Awesome Richards there. What a name, Awesome, and you get cut. It's an awesome release, I guess. Did I just try to make a little joke? Anyway, it happens. I like to have a little bit of fun. So that's who we got cut. I don't know. Let me know what you feel about the people that got released or cut. If you feel they'll be brought back on practice squad, or you feel slighted that they didn't make the roster. And who would you have taken out for that player if you feel they should have been on the roster here? Some of these guys will probably be brought back for the roster, the 53-man roster. They'll clear through. Other guys will be put on, then they'll be put on injured reserve, and other guys, then the guys can be brought back in and then start the season. You never know. It's a lot of mixing and matching that goes on in this day. It's an event. It really is. It's an event, man. They play around with it. So that's the cuts. More to come. You have until, I think there's about another hour. Within the hour here, the rosters will fully come out. I'm looking and finding news for when it does happen, when these final cuts, final roster moves are reported. But as of right now, the roster is what it is. Okay. Looking back, as I'm just going through this just a little bit more just to check to see what else is reported, and don't see much else that's reported other than that for Dallas. And I'm looking through multiple sources here, refreshing my page. and we shall see. Not yet. Um, so with that, got other news going on here. News is for Tyler Guyton. Tyler Guyton is going to be practicing. I just received word that report that he's ready to start practice now. Practice is going to start tomorrow. Okay, just like a regular week. They have Monday and Tuesday off. Some players like Trayvon Diggs is still in conditioning, but they're not practicing. Practice will be next week. So good news for Tyler Guyton to be back, along with the same thing with saying um, Trayvon Diggs. But will they be ready for game one against Philly? These are the times where, even though it's a featured game to start the season off before the Sunday or the Thursday night game, our season starts before everybody else's. And I'd like to have those few days for that Sunday now to make sure we have all our bullets in the gun and ready to go. But that's the thing there. So with the news there with Tyler Guyton, that is encouraging. Um, Thoughts that he may not be back until a couple weeks into the season. Same thing with Trayvon Diggs. Could still be a couple of weeks, a couple of games before they play. But it's sooner than later. All right. Um, we're still waiting on the signing, or not necessarily. Well, we're waiting on the signing. Well, I think main thing we're waiting on the return of Michael Parsons. Okay. I know he's out with a back injury, but we know that. We all know that the doctor's orders is to get a good agreeable extension, and that'll cure his back. And I'm having fun with it. I'm having fun with it. It's not like we don't all know. Love Michael Parsons, a great player. I do believe I said before when we talked about his request for a trade that a lot of that's not much ado about nothing. That's the play of it, and wasn't going to feed too much into it. But he's one of the players we're looking to see here because, again, if he's going to play and be ready for Philadelphia, he's got to come back now. He's under contract. I would say here, if he doesn't practice this week, um, it's not going to happen for the game against Philly. You're playing the Super Bowl, defending Super Bowl champions. I hate to say that about them, but you're playing the defending Super Bowl champions, and you would like to have all your bullets in the gun. All right, or as many of them as you can have, especially when you know one is good and it just won't get in the gun. Okay, so uh, those are some of the things that's happening and going on with the team. Um, I like what the Cowboys have done so far as the coaching staff. We'll know how prepared they are. That's going to be the tell. I would say, and we'll get more into the predictions and things of what's going on. I don't really like to do a whole lot of predictions, so I will give a prediction segment, but it's not going to be fun. All that stuff people get into guessing. I don't need to do that bit. I'm just, if there's anything that I'm getting old about, I'm getting old on that. But anyway, my feeling is that for us to have success, obviously the offense is going to have to produce. We have the weapons on offense. We still want to know where our offensive line is. It's been put back together. I think feel good about the rookie Tyler Booker. Obviously, Tyler Smith has become one of the best linemen in the league. BB in his second year now, I think, has gotten some real development for the position and has only gotten better. And Steele is back healthy. He's been solid. We'd like to see where he is. And again, the question mark is the left tackle. If we get Guyton in there, the way he has looked, because he has definitely looked improved for the first part of the training camp until he was injured in that Rams joint practice. You can see that he has done the things to be well on his way to becoming a better tackle than especially learning from his rookie year and his mistakes. We'll see. I do like where we are there. I'm looking still. I thought I saw something flash on some more news, but that's not the case. Um, so we'll see. Offense, I think, is going to definitely put up numbers. Got a receiving core. They're going with five. With the two obviously Pickens and C.D. Lamb. Cavante Turpin, that's obviously going to be there as a receiver as he's worked on being a little bit more crisp and sharp on his route running. and they got plays set for him. And also, he's the most dangerous kick returner right now, fastest man in the NFL. Um, then you have Tolbert. This talk I've heard would be a move. Would the Cowboys be up to maybe trading Tolbert since he's on his last year for draft picks and moving up the other receivers? With Mingo's injury, that's probably not going to be the case. Um, and obviously they released Brooks, but they probably could bring him back. They like Flournoy. Flournoy has played well as a receiver, shows skill. I'm digressing a little bit, but he gives much value as a special team player. But will they make the move with Tolbert? I don't know. It's a good question. I could see them doing it, but we'll know. We'll know, but before the season starts. Let me get that to you. So with the receivers, again, picking CD, Tolbert, Flournoy, and Flournoy. My 5 receivers. Oh, and Kevontae Turpin, of course. Kevontae Turpin. Looks like they're going to go with just 3 tight ends. Ferguson, Brevin Spanford is still injured. I don't think he's will be ready to return for a few more weeks. He may be on the roster, and he'll be day to day, week to week type in that sense. And then Schoonmaker, the fact that they let the other tight ends go, I can see them bringing a couple of them back, maybe one of them playing if Schoonmaker is not ready or Brevin Spanford is not ready. Schoonmaker has a concussion. He's going through concussion protocol. I would imagine with the cuts that they basically know obviously where Schoonmaker is as far as his recovery and coming back from the concussion. But every concussion is different. Everybody's different in how they handle concussions. So I hope the best for him there. It's not a bad tight end. It just isn't popping where you go say, boom, he's another guy. Spanford has come along and he offers more because he blocks better. And along with his pass catching now, he showed more sure hands. I think he's a better athlete than Schoonmaker. He serves a 2-for-1. When Schoonmaker's in what's going on, what he's not doing. He's not blocking much. With Spanford, he can block and now he can catch. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Wanted to get this out here. Gonna do a lot today, but here we are at the last cut down day for the start of the season. I'm excited for it. Always excited when football season starts. I think way things went last year with the Cowboys and what people are expecting. The Cowboys have talent, and again, it's down to now the new coaching regime. I think they got a good coaching staff. What the head coach will do, we'll see. So anyway, definitely appreciate y'all for watching. Again, subscribe, like, comment, please, if you will, support, share it around. We talk Cowboys here, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. I will talk to you about how the cuts went. I got some cuts of my own to make. As I said before, I'm a high school basketball coach, and we're having trials for my team today and tomorrow and Saturday. So I'll be making those kinds of decisions for my guys. So it's that time of year, y'all. All right? Y'all take care. Peace.